Hey, hold on, I gotta figure this out. Okay, so I don't know how to shut the camera off, and I look like teetotal crap. Well, you're looking at my messy cricket, whatever you want to call it, and printer. Yep, so totally don't know how to shut off the camera. Um, this is interesting. I can mute microphone, save highlight, share, enable flash. Definitely don't want to enable flash. Definitely don't need to enhance the horror that is behind this camera. Hmm. Put something in front of the cam. Well, I've got my phone on the holder. As you can see, I got the hair all wadded up, you know, the reflection. You don't need to see the face. I look like a zombie. Um, I don't know what to put in front of the camera. You can just stare at my cry cut, I guess. So I got Elor EW. I posted it on the Coast to Coast Facebook page too. Um, and then I just shared it in Discord, but I didn't share it anywhere else. So I don't know if anybody else is going to come. But I think Kat is going and picking up her puppy. I tried to do it on my iPad, but for some reason it's playing games with me. Wants me to change my settings. I changed the settings and it's still not doing anything. Can you hear me okay? It's a little bit cold out here. Sweet. I was hoping it was going to be because sometimes on the phone it doesn't exactly work the greatest. Husband just got home. I thought he was going to be home a little bit later, but so I'm in the shed and I got thinking today. I was like, well, I guess I need to kind of get some time on here and see how it works and see if anybody gives a crap. um Obviously I have stuffs. I don't know how much you guys are keeping up with the different scents and stuff like that that I've got going. I signed up yesterday. Well, I reached out yesterday for a couple different vending events in hopes that I can set up tables there and get the name out a little farther. Um, I'm not quite sure how to do it without attracting the wrong crowd, if you know what I'm saying. Um, so that's kind of the major problem at this point. Why can't I even... Okay. iPad being stupid. Talk to me so I'm not sitting here like a moron. Let's see. I know Alabama was in Rap's channel earlier, but I don't know where she went after he ended. Ooh, shoot. She's probably doing dinner. So I happened to find... You're having a weird day. I think we're all having weird days. It's just, I don't know. I think it's in the atmosphere. I kind of just have to bite it and do something. Or else I'll do absolutely nothing, which, you know, like I've done the last couple weeks. Months, maybe even. So these vendor events, one of them is a donation of diapers, which I have that covered from my stuff for making diaper cakes. And then another one is there's one that is 3 different dates in December. I think it's December 3rd, December 10th, and 11th or something like that. And it's free. They waived it because it's only their second year doing it. So I can't imagine that there's going to be a big haul from it. But if you've got ideas as to how I can try to push this out a little bit farther, please let me know. I post on Facebook. I post on my personal Facebook. I have stuff at work. I don't know if I can do that from here. Hold on. Let me try to find... It's so quiet out here. I enjoy it, but it's so cold. Oh, and I have an Instagram and I posted on that. Not that I really use it, so I don't know that anybody will see it. I don't have an outreach like that. I have a couple people that have bought from me from work. It's all pretty much older people, don't really use social media. I can't even find this live. What is going on? There it is. That was strange. Okay, let's see. Copy link. I'll do it this way. All right, so there's the link for the Facebook page. I posted it under my regular profile. TW soap. I don't know if I want to show my soaps. I look like a damn zombie. Let's see. Did that come through? I don't see it on. Why don't I see it? Okay, problem solved there. Why don't I see my link that I posted? Ugh. Can you guys see that Facebook link I posted? Probably not. What is going on? I posted it from... Oh, because I'm not a mod on my own page. That's why. Hold on. There. Okay. Learning curves. You see all the splatter from the soap on my printer? Get in here working hard and yeah. Yeah, I probably should be a mod on my own channel, huh? I am now, and so are both of you. Okay, so there is still a delay with just the regular YouTube. All right, let me grab some soapies then, I guess. My shed is a mess right now. I'm getting ready to move my desk. No, don't bonk me. I'm getting ready to move my desk so that way my back is to the wall. And I've got some pegboard that I took down from the wall in the back of the shed, and I'm gonna put that on the wall and hang stuffs on it. Even though the walls in here were recently sheetrocked and painted by the previous owner, I guess I'm just gonna jam them up with stuff. Because I have to have stuffs everywhere apparently. So I got one new soap that I have not cut yet. It is lemongrass and chamomile flowers. I don't know if I dare turn around this camera. I look horrid. It's a whole zombie vibe over here right now. DW, you should let Jamie and Mom know. I know Kat's busy, but ooh, Elor, look what I made it. It's kind of rough, but yeah, I got bored and tried it. Let's see. Yeah, there's a major delay on that. Okay. New soapy. Planned on probably cutting it while I've got you on here. I was thinking of possibly making another mess. That works too. Thinking about possibly making another batch while I was on here, but instead I think I'm just going to make messes and see. Hey, Jamie. Hot Mess Express going on now, Jamie. Like usual. I can't figure out how to shut the camera off, so I took the safe way out and decided to just turn it around so you're looking at my incredibly dastardly printer. And I just dumped a whole bunch of stuff everywhere. I'm really glad that these meds have kind of leveled out some because I was not doing so hot. Don't drop nothing else. Yeah, right? It was just my rounder that has all my paintbrushes and all that good stuff in it, so nothing major. Chubby hubby. He didn't order it on Facebook, right? Chubby hubby. I love the affectionate names. I remember when Jamie wanted to choke him out because he kept buying stuff off of Facebook. Oh my god. Infomercial man. And by the way she talked about him, you would have thought that they were like 70-year-old married couple. 7. Oh my God. Yeah. See, the thing is that my husband orders stuff too. Not right now because he's broke, but he orders stuff and it's like Christmas and he's not even here to get it half the time. So it comes and I'm like, what's this? I didn't order anything. And I look and it's for him. And I call him and ask him, and oh yeah, it's this bike part, or oh yeah, it's that for the 4-wheeler, or yeah, great, okay. Men sometimes can't live with them, can't live without them, I guess. I mean, we could, but I'm really short, so how would I reach the top shelves of things? Presents for Jamie. Well, she knows exactly what she's getting already. She's already told us that. So sorry, I'm trying to clean up my mess here so that I can do what I gotta do. Good enough, I guess. Good enough. Hey, Patback, how are you? You're staring at a really odd scene at the moment, because I'm just on the regular YouTubes and I don't know how to do this and I can't shut off my camera. And I look like a mess, so I didn't want to be on camera. And I'm just babbling on to nobody that can talk back to me. A little different than dealing with my kids. Chili sounds good. I made sloppy joes on fluff rice. Tomorrow we're having shepherd's pie. I have a bra on, Jamie. Thank you very much. I'm also in sweatpants and a sweatshirt and Crocs though, and I didn't put any makeup on. I wadded my hair up on top of my head. The normal way you ladies are used to seeing me, but not the general public. Yeah, Lori, that's expected. Usually the rest of us girls don't have bras on. Ma definitely doesn't wear one. Jamie strips hers off as soon as she gets home from work. If we're going to be completely transparent, Jamie, she's so mean to me. Why did I give you a bonker? Now DW can't bonk you. You take it off in the car. You're a mess. Patback, let him hang. Let him hang. Sometimes I wish I could wear one in the shower because when I bend over to turn the water on, it looks like 2 wet socks full of nickels. And it's like, whoa, okay, I don't know how those got down there, but I used to roll my eyes every time my mom would come home from work because she'd work her way into the door while taking her bra off through her sleeve, and then she would wing it onto the back of the couch. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And then after I had kids and got older, I said, okay, you just learn how to do it. You learn how to get dressed, change your clothes, get undressed, all kinds of stuff without anybody seeing. Oh, Jamie, to the Walmarts. Did you wear the skin colored leggings and slippers? Or Uggs. You got to wear Uggs and skin colored leggings, but walk sideways on your Uggs. It is cold as heck here. Let me see. What is the temperature? Jamie, did you get any of that weather that they're getting in New York? Why can't I find... My kid deleted my weather app on my iPad. Hmm. Have kids, they said. It'll be fun, they said. No, I'm not in Atlanta, Georgia. It's 48 degrees. It's too cold for me. I moved south for a reason. I apparently didn't move far enough south. Black sweatpants and Uggs. Hey, whatever works. That's an upgrade from what most of them go to Walmart in. Yeah, I gotta change my vape, my coil in mine. I took my husband to get a Delta 8 vape yesterday. That was interesting because he started a new job and he says he's in pain because he went from being a truck driver to a mechanic. Of course, it's going to be different. And that that was interesting. He ended up getting a vape. He didn't know anything about it. And he's like, "How does it work?" So I told him and I was like, "You might not want to get puffing on that right now." Next thing I know, he came home and ate dinner and then fell right to sleep. And I've never tried the Elf bars. I've seen them, but there's one that's similar to them, and it's Juice Head, and I really enjoyed that one. It was watermelon lime, I think. I don't knock him out. He knocks himself out because he's got no brain. He thinks that this isn't my first rodeo. Well, he ate that gummy, and that was interesting. That was for sure interesting. I said, "What's wrong, babe? You can't hang with the big dogs." He's a mess. He's a whole mess. But I guess he's all mine. How am I going to do this? How do you guys want me to show you the soaps? I don't want to go on camera. It is pointed the other way, Jamie. So there's very little space between my stuff. Hold on. You guys are going to get dizzy for a second cuz I can't figure out how to shut the camera off. Um Let me see if I can pull this forward. DW and her soap, 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 soap. All right, so yes, that is soap splattered mess on my printer. It is a lovely printer, but it's made for work, and that's exactly what it's used for. So there's going to be some casualties along the way. So this is awkward, very, very awkward. Now I know why Kat has anxiety over it. Oh, DW, what color is your Cricut, Cricut, whatever you call it? I've got the purple one. I kind of liked that teal one that they had. Ooh, Pat Back's playing a game with a cute girl. Yeah, I like the mint one. I thought that one was pretty. Okay, so I don't know how many of you have seen my soaps. I know that Turtle has shown them on her lives. Um, but I guess I'll do it too. I've got pictures of some of them on my Etsy and some of them on my Facebook page when they were freshly cut. All of my soaps, none of them are made with artificial colors. They lather really well. They're all made with high quality essential oils. And of course they're lye based, so they're not a gel soap. They're not oh, what do you call that? I can't remember the name of it at the moment. But it's not the clear yucky stuff. That stuff isn't good for your skin. I have really dry skin. My daughter has really bad patchy eczema, especially this time of year. So this is what's now in our showers. Usually I only use Dove body wash because that's the most gentle on my skin. I've never been able to use bar soap before because I feel like if you ever saw that version of SpongeBob when he's taken out of the water and he dries right up like a dead sponge, that's how I felt after using bar soap. So if I ever go somewhere and I don't have my own shampoo or there's not shampoo available, I mean, soap available, I'll use shampoo on my body. Um, but keeping that in mind, there's a lot of people that have allergies or sensitivities to harsh chemicals in their soap. And a lot of the soaps anymore have a lot of fragrance and alcohol and things like that in it. So my soaps are coconut oil based, vitamin E. Some of them have shea butter in them. And I don't charge extra for the ones that have shea butter in them, but that stuff is expensive. So I don't use it in all of it. Some of them have coconut, um, it's got coconut oil, but cocoa butter. Um, and then I'll add real real things like mint leaves or thyme leaves, oatmeal, peppermint leaves. Yeah, I already said that one. I don't know. So there's real stuff in them anyway. Um, and I do what's called a hot process. There's a cold process too. And the cold process takes about 4 to 6 weeks for them to set. The hot process, they're good within 48 hours. Soap is actually only good for, depending on what oils you use in it, it's only good for about a year to 2 years from the time it's made. Um, which means it'll just stop being so sudsy. It's not going to lather up the way it used to. Not that it'll be bad, it's just going to be hard and kind of sticky. So I wrap mine in either parchment paper to help keep the sweating down, or I wrap them in heat shrink wrap um, to help keep it so that way it's not going to get all sticky either. So this one is the cedar and lemon, and it's got peppermint leaves in them, but they're unscented peppermint leaves. There's no oil on them. So anybody that's allergic to peppermint should not have a problem with these. Like I said, this one is it's got coconut oil, vitamin E, sunflower oil, peppermint leaves, and then it's got cedar and then lemon essential oils in it. And you can see that they kind of, the way I process them, I put them in and they end up kind of being chunky blocks. When I cut them, they're not real flat and crisp on the edges. So the reason it does that is because I force the lye to work with the fats quicker using a crock pot. And then when I put it in the mold, the mold looks like this, if you can see it. When I put it in the mold, it's kind of forced into shape, and it's got kind of a rough texture on the top, but it's also got a rough texture on the sides. Screw it. Let me turn this around. I'm telling you, I look like hell. Please forgive me. I was not planning on this. And my area is so messed up right now. Yeah, so here I am. Hair's all a mess, no makeup. My eyes are bulging from the thyroid. But so it goes into a mold like this, and yeah, there's going to be some crunchy pieces that are falling off, but that's the mold. And after it sets up, I just take and I cut it into the desired size blocks. But But even though it's inside that silicone mold, when you pull the sides away to it, it's not going to be perfectly flat. So it kind of gives it that obviously handmade look. And then when I pull it out of the mold, you can kind of see how it's kind of got that choppy, chunky look to it. But this one is the lemongrass with chamomile flowers in it. And you can actually see the chamomile flowers. But there's no artificial colors. Any colors that are derived from or into the soap are from the... Oh God, that smells good. The spices or the additives that I use, but they're all natural. Now I have soap chunks all over me. So like this one here, this one is the, yeah, it's a big old brick. That one I can usually get about 10 to 12 pieces out of it. You'll see some of these vary in size. It just depends on how quickly I chop them. This one is the Shea Honey and Thyme. So it's a little bit browner, more brown. And that's just from the honey as it cooked inside of it. And then it's got the thyme leaves in it. But this one here, you can see how it's kind of rough on the top like that other one is. So I don't do all that fancy molding and all of that. I just plop it into the mold. So this one's Shea Honey and Thyme, and it's got the bases, like I was saying, the vitamin E. I don't know if that's backwards for you guys. It looks backwards on here. Coconut oil, vitamin E, sunflower oil, and then of course the other additives. One of my favorites, this is the one that's in my shower now. I had some left over, so I decided to make like little muffins with them. We're just going to wash our butts with them, right? So this is the lemon poppy seed, and I just kind of wadded it up inside of these muffin things. But it's got actual poppy seeds in it. And when you're washing with it, you can feel them, but they're not abrasive. They're not going to hurt your septic or your sewer. They're not going to grow poppy plants in there or anything like that. But that one does not have shea in it. That one is just the coconut oil, the vitamin E, the sunflower oil, the lemon essential oil, and then the poppy seeds. This cold is making me not be able to breathe right. These were the first ones I made. So I was super excited about brainstorming with this one. Okay, hurry back, DW. So this one is the coffee soap. This one doesn't have anything super fancy in it. It's espresso extracted oil. It is brown, a little bit light brown from the espresso oil. It's got the coconut oil, the sunflower oil, and the vitamin E in it also. And some of them have little coffee bits on top, espresso beans. And those you can just pick them off, or you can just wash and they'll fall off. Again, not going to hurt septic or anything. And then I just decorated it. Hey, cat! Oh, hold on. I gotta give you a bunker. Did you bring the poopy home? I wasn't going to go on camera because I look like hell, but I was finding it a little more difficult to show behind the camera. But yeah, so this is the coffee one, and it smells like coffee. Somebody bought some from me and then left a review on the Etsy saying that you get gentle whiffs of the coffee throughout the day. Oh, I'm sure you're going to be busy. You have fun with that. I'm still dealing with mine. This one is the cinnamon soap. And sometimes you'll see that I cut them with like the ripple effect. And sometimes I just cut them with the flat cutter. So the coffee one is cut flat. With that variegated top just for that country look. And then the cinnamon one has an actual cinnamon stick in the top. It's not submerged to the point where you can't take it out. It's not going to hurt anything if you're washing with it and it falls out. Just throw it in the trash. It's more for decorative purposes, but it also helps give it a little more scent. That one, again, the cinnamon bar soap also doesn't have anything fancy in it. It's just got the sunflower oil, the coconut oil, the essential oils. This one has been the most popular so far. So my next batch is actually going to be an apple sage oatmeal. So this one is oatmeal. It's got real steel cut oatmeal in it. Also not going to hurt a septic or a sewer. It'll just slough off and go down into the sink or the drain. But this one actually has, shea butter, oatmeal, eucalyptus. So it's got a light scent of eucalyptus in it. Oatmeal is known for helping soothe skin. I'm not entirely sure why, but from what I understand is that when you cook some oatmeal, if you've ever noticed, you get that that creamy residue, like that starchy residue on the pot or the bowl. That's basically going to get a little bit of when you're washing with it, and that's what helps your skin. If somebody knows exactly how oatmeal helps your skin, please feel free to say something. So yeah, so that one has shea butter and the oatmeal, so it's a little extra softening. This one's harvest berry. This one has a little bit of a pink. I don't know how well you can see that. This one has a little bit of a pink color. Let me see, compared to the coffee. And that's just from the essential oils. Some of the oils are going to be a little more concentrated with color than others. That one, harvest berry, it just kind of smells fruity. It's not really any particular berry. Okay, so some of my soaps, I ran out of my shrink wrap heat packaging. So I ended up going with the parchment paper because I read that it actually works really well for keeping the sweating down. Hold on, let me check. I've got to check the Discord for the puppy. Oh my gosh. She's adorable. This one here is the gingerbread soap. This doesn't have anything extra in it. It's just the oils. And this one I just did them in 2 bricks in a package, so it's almost an extra. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And you can still smell it even when it's cold, so that tells you something. You can kind of see the swirl from where the essential oils is mixed with the fats and the coconut oil. The whole process for making the hot process soap, it has to cook for 55 minutes. So everything gets mixed fully. It's not going to leave any kind of like oil chunks here, oil chunks there. This one smells really good. It smells better than I originally thought it did. So yeah, so some of them I add things to, salt, sand, herbs, flowers, things like that. Uh-oh. It says my phone's gonna die. Let me plug you in. Are we charging? Yes, we're charging. Okay. I'd say I have a little bit of soap. And then, so this one here is super, super abrasive. It's a little more abrasive than I like. It would be perfect for just using for your hands. Smells better than Gacy Crawl Space soap. I'll have to watch that because I don't know what you're referring to. So this one smells like a campfire, and it literally just smells like that smoky smell, that kind of like what you get stuck in your nose after you have a campfire. But this one has sand in it. This one's rough cut. It has sand in it, and it's very gritty. So when you're washing, you actually, I don't know if you can see the little, see if it'll focus. You can kind of almost see the little flecks in there. Anyway, yeah, it's an exfoliator. But it's very rough. Well, you can see maybe on the edges right there. No, maybe not. I guess I can see it a little better with my naked eye, but it would definitely not be for somebody to use on their body that has sensitive skin as far as, you know, scratching and stuff. It would work really, really good for having just for your hands, or hell, if you like scratching the hell out of your skin, that's cool too. I've used it in my shower and didn't have any problems. I'm actually going to send some of it to the shop with my husband for him to use there. Because this ends up taking off all the grease, so it works really good. And I've got, let's see, French toast and pumpkin butter. We need soap that shaves legs. Yes, we need soap that does all the things. All the things. Soap that folds laundry. Soap that does dishes on its own. Yes, soap that does all the things. I'll work on that. So this one is the French toast pumpkin butter. Again, this one is, it's scented with essential oils, and because of that essential oil, it has the pigment to it, but it's not a, it's an all-natural scent. It's not anything that's a chemical base. This is one of the end pieces, so you can see again how it gets kind of lumped in there. But it does. It smells just like French toast and then like a creamy pumpkin. I guess if you can imagine like pumpkin puree mixed with like whipped cream on like French toast. I guess that's the whole idea, right? Then I've got a pumpkin spice, same idea. It's orange, little different orange than that one is, just because it's a different oil. So the soaps are $5 a piece. I have them listed on the Facebook page. If you're a Facebook user, it's a group, not somebody that you have to add as a friend. So I won't see all your personal information or anything like that. And I also have an Etsy. Keep in mind though that Etsy actually takes quite a bit of the money that is paid in for the products. I had an order that was like 30 something dollars. They took $6 of it from me. Plus I had to pay to list it. And if you feel more comfortable ordering through Etsy, go for it. I'm not going to hate you for it. Keeping a small business alive though is hard, and it's quite the struggle. And I take Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, all that good stuff. Oh my gosh. So I'm a typical white girl. I like pumpkin stuff. This one you can see where the coconut oil and the essential oils mixed. That's just what happens when you use fatty stuff. It kind of gives it character, in my opinion, kind of gives it that typical pumpkin spice look. And it's got like the perfect balance. You can smell the nutmeg and the cinnamon. I say I like this one better than the French toast and pumpkin butter. It's just a preference because it's got the spices in it. Where that other one's a little more savory with more of a pumpkin cream smell to it. So I already showed you the Cozy Campfire, the lemon poppy seed. Pumpkin spice. Showed you that one. I may have actually showed you most of... Oh, no, I didn't. All right, so this one is... It's pink Himalayan sea salt with green tea and cucumber. So this one has actual salt in it. So it is kind of a buffer, an exfoliant. This one feels a little more solid because it seems like that salt actually helped it mold a little better, so it's not going to be as rough cut. I mean, it's pretty flat around the edges. That was not intentional. Minus the top, just because like on this one, it kind of rises up on the very edges a little bit when I pack it in there. But yep, so it's pink sea salt. There's really no color to it. Pink sea salt, green tea, and cucumber. So yeah, so there's that. Keeping in mind too, though, that I have more than just soap. I have those soaps. I'll be making, I have plans to make a Bartlett pear cider soap, a lilac soap, probably more towards springtime. I've got lip balms. I've got lots and lots of jewelry stuffs that I have made. Let me see. So, pardon me. Here is one of my bundles that I put together. So, I made this box. And I antiqued it with antique wax. And then I stuffed it with a bunch of stuff. So, it's got a head massager. It's got 4 bars of soap. And it's got the soap sponge that you can actually stick your soap inside of and then use the strap as you're washing. Try to do this a little better. This one is patchouli, eucalyptus, and lavender and peppermint because it's meant to be relaxing, but this is one of the bath salts, and it comes with a reusable spoon. And it comes with a screw-on lid. It is a plastic container, so it's not going to break on your way there, on its way to you. But you can see the oils that are in it. It's got vitamin E, and it's got the Epsom salts, which are known for helping muscle relaxation. And then I've got the bath fizzies. So this one will actually, it's like a bath salt, but it'll actually fizz while it's in the bath with you. Also made with essential oils. Everything that's scented is made with essential oils. And then it's got 4 of the lip balms in there. And these are full-size lip balms. Unscented, or I'm sorry, no dye to them. And then it's got 3 of the smaller lip balms. More so like travel lip balms. This one is patchouli. It's a very light scented patchouli. And then there is cinnamon, sugar, vanilla. This one actually has real cinnamon and real sugar in it. So it acts as almost like a lip scrub, but you can use it as a, so you can see some of the sugar raising to the top there. You can use it as a lip scrub, or you can just use it as a regular lip balm. It's not going to hurt anything. And then I've got orange mint. This is one of Turtle's favorites. You can also use them as like Because they have essential oils in them, you can put them on your temples. You can put them on dry spots. You can use them as a solid perfume, things like that. This is the brown sugar coffee scrub. So it needs to be stirred before use for the first time, just because when I was processing it, some of the coconut oil that's in there actually raises to the top. This is completely 100% edible if you felt like you wanted to. I mean, it's meant initially for the shower. But giving it a stir, we'll stir that all back up together. It's got vitamin E in it also. Vitamin E is actually really good for healing. It's really good for stretch marks, scars, things of the like. That's personally what I use for my skin. When I get out of the shower, I'll put vitamin E oil on because that seems to be the best. So I'm considering adding a couple more bars of soap to this. Right now I've got the coffee, the oatmeal, the cinnamon, and the cedar lemon in there. This would be a perfect Christmas gift. Perfect Christmas gift, and they can reuse the jar. They can reuse this jar. They can reuse the box. I've just taken and put some tissue paper in there just for the looks. And everything that I have is shippable. And I even do jewelry. So for those of you that are interested in jewelry, I have not put these on backer cards yet. And these are just the little ear hooks. Oh no, that one fell off. Okay, so there's the boho set with the little antique skeleton keys. I've got a set of those similar to those in black. Get this out of here because these things keep falling all over the place. There's another set. Oh, good, Eler. I'm glad you like them. Another boho set with the silver medallions. They're very lightweight. They're nothing real heavy. These are very thin. And then I've got stuff like this. So it's actual little stones that are danglers with the leaves. I've got 2 pairs of these. Let's see what else I got. And I've got the little angel wings with the hearts and the purple stones. With the gemstones on the inside. I don't know if you can see those or not. Little crystals. I've got an infinity set. Actually, I have 2 infinity sets. This is what the earrings look like. The little rhinestones. You know, Jamie, I got thinking about that, and I don't honestly know. I don't know if any of this is nickel free. I apologize. This is the bracelet that goes along with those earrings. Dainty little Jamie. What would we do without her? And then these are inspirational quote earrings. It's a set, obviously. Both of them are different. So one of them says, live, dream, and believe. I know, you're a little flower. You're like a little dandelion. One of those weeds that we can mow over and it'll just keep coming back, my dear. And then this one says, faith, hope, and love. I have keychains and I can do them with whatever letter you like. And I can even change the color of the tassel if needed. So it's an actual Scrabble letter and then the little tassel on a key ring. Yes, Jamie, it shows strength to be that kid in school that was allergic to everything and had to go to the nurse's office and use that really big tube inhaler. So there is another one with an M and a white tassel. Just little wooden Scrabble blocks. And I'm showing Elor the cross that I made out of jewelry wire. It's not perfect. It was an experiment, really. So it's got the copper wire in the center and then the 20 gauge stainless steel wire on the outside. And then I have the skeleton keychains. I have all different colors of these. I have red, I have white, I have clear, I have the glitter blue, glitter red, glitter silver. If it'll turn. There's the glitter red. There's just the clear. These are made out of epoxy resin. Making a mess. Making a mess. There's another set of earrings with the little roses and then the flowers underneath, or the hearts underneath. Tattooing bananas. I don't know what those bananas ever did to you, but no bananas were harmed in the making of this video. Wire wrapped stones. So this one just has the little white stone and then a blue clear one, transparent clear one, transparent blue one. I'll get there eventually. And I've got the wire wrapped jade. Wire wrapped rose quartz. These are a little bit longer danglies. And then there's just some randoms on here. Oh, I've got the Little Mermaid. Let's see. She's a little mermaid. It's the back of her. Let me see here. And then the stones. And the mermaid is actually the photo for business. And I've made crazy little things too. I had some extra epoxy and I found a couple moths. So DW and Kat and Lori know about the history of the moth that I found here. So I actually just took it and put it in with some stones and made a little, like a, I don't know, wind catcher, wind chime, something along those lines with all kinds of different little rocks. There's actually a very large moth there and then a small moth at the top. And my kids think it's neat because when you look up inside of it, you can actually see, you're probably not going to be able to really see it. You can actually see the legs, almost like it's magnified. Or almost like looking through a, like a fish tank. You can kind of see the fish a little better. So I do have a couple other different little sets of earrings. Nothing super fancy, just some stones, turquoise, and rose quartz. The Christmas reindeers. That's not the lunar moth, no. I have the lunar moth framed. He's a little dirty from soap remnants. So I was walking outside with the dog, and I happened to find this giant butterfly thing. And I took a picture of it and I sent it to Discord where DW was, and she said, "Oh my God, that's a lunar moth." And I had no idea what it was. It was the strangest thing because there was no head, there was no inner workings of it. It was just the casing here. It was hollowed out and everything, and then just the leaves. So it's actually pretty big. I mean, this is my hand compared to it. And I suppose it means something. So I took it and I put it in a frame. And then DW ended up finding a moth at her house. So it was quite interesting. So it's kind of been symbolic for us. Uh-oh, vape's about to die. That's not going to be good. So I also do little country chic crafts. And I've got some gnomes that I made. Just little Christmas gnomes or whatever kind of thing for gnomes. They don't have to be for Christmas really necessarily. You can hang them from your tree if you want. You know, you can really just kind of do anything with them. Position the beards how you will. They've just kind of been stuck in a box. I've got all kinds of different colors for them. Beard down, beard down. There's another black one. I've made several of these, all different colors, all different sizes. They'll just kind of look a little different. He's just super shaggy. Can trim them up if need be. I even made some for Halloween that I still have here. Little witch gnomes. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, the roach clips, as Turtle calls them, or they can just be little fan feathers. So, the little clippy clips. And then it's got a charm and some stones. I'll have more colors of those eventually. I have some brighter colors that I did make one for her that had brighter colors on it. Give me just a second. Let me grab some stuff out of my cabinet over here and I'll show you. Let me show you this first. So this is a Christmas centerpiece that I made. It's got the rectangle charger in silver, and then it's got the 3 taper candles on there, and they're actual candles. They're not going to fall off, but it's just kind of a habit, I guess, natural. With the Christmas ornaments and the little glittery balls and a ribbon. So, nice little centerpiece. These candles are actually vanilla scented. They're not super strong because they're not made by me. So they don't really have good quality essential oils in them. Again, don't mind the fact that I'm in sweatpants. I was not planning on going on camera. And then I've got my little tea light holder here on the antiqued wood board. All right, turn on. So it's got the little LED that flickers and the actual soup ladle. Let me shut that ceiling fan light off. So this is the cork board I'm going to be hanging up. eventually. Nope, wrong one. There, maybe that'll make it so there's not such a glare. So I've got the Christmas cocoa candle that I made. Smells like peppermint. It's got the little Christmas tree, the spoon, and then this is the Christmas tree. It does not have any lights on it or anything. It's just kind of a centerpiece, just kind of additive decorations. It's got a little bell on top. And here's one of the other Christmas ones I made with the wooden Santa, an actual LED flameless candle, some bells and some berries. There's actually some berries entrapped in the bottom as well. So it's a perfect thing you can use every year. You don't have to worry about replacing the candle. Just replace the battery once in a while and you'll be good to go. Oh, here's one of the other combo baskets that I did. It's got a large Christmas candle, 2 gnomes, 3 of the bath fizzies, 4 bars of soap, 3 lip balms, a bug away spray, which is made with vitamin E oil and essential oils, Silver Bells earrings, and a reusable wire basket with a little red truck fabric. So we can switch stuff out in these if needed. If there was a scent that you wanted double of, or you didn't want a certain scent and you wanted to go with a different one, you could do that too. And I've got the dog treat and leash holders, mason jar with the hooks for the leashes or the collar or the keys, whatever you wanted to put on it. There is a lid on that jar. So every time you come in your door, you can just give your dog a treat if they're being good or after a walk. And then we got some of our gnomies. I made a Santa Claus gnome, but he already sold. And then I had another gnome that had sunflowers, but he sold at one of the craft events that I did. So this one's more of a patriotic gnomie. This reminds me of like a little firecracker. This one's more of a fall. He's a little more full. Let's see what else I can do. Oh Lord, I wasn't planning on going through all this. Alright, so I got a kick out of this one when I did it. This one is similar to that basket that I made with the wood, with the antiqued finish. You can actually see the natural wood color. I did not do the bottom, just because if for some reason it gets wet, I don't want that color. It is a wax, so I don't want that color to seep off. And then I just added 3 little jars. And they do have a rubber gasket around them so that they won't leak or take in moisture. But one has cotton balls, so balls. One has toothpickers, and the other has pads. So just the little cotton pads for washing your face. And then I've got 3 of these, just different colors and different succulents with the mandala look on them. And they're just wall hangers. I've got this green colored one, I've got a blue one, and I've got a cream white, antique white one. What else? I've got all kinds of stuff. I just wasn't ready to go through all of it right now. This one I thought was a super cute idea. I might actually take it to the office with me. So, just little, and they actually have coffee pods, tea bags, and then creamers or sugars or whatever else you want to put in the bottom there. Maybe little arrows on the outside. But yeah. I'm watching the chat on my iPad because it doesn't pop up on here. I have to keep touching the screen for it to pop up. Yeah, I sold the Santa gnome, so it was just the gnome that had the Santa hat, and then I sold the one with the sunflowers. It is cold in here. Usually these track lightings warm it up, but it's cold for sure. So on here it shows that I have 5 people. I'm assuming that I'm one of those 5 from my iPad, so there's 4 other people here. Does anybody have any questions for me? Really wish if I would have known I was going to go on camera, I'd have done something with my hair and my face and not wore sweatpants. But you can see a lot of this stuff on Etsy under Coastal Gal Creations, because Coast to Coast was not an option. On Facebook, it's Coast, the number 2, Coast. Yes, ma'am. I've got the sea salt, green tea, and cucumber, which is actually the pink Himalayan sea salt. Lemon poppy seed, pumpkin spice, French toast pumpkin butter, gingerbread, fire. Now keep in mind that's the one that has the sand in it. Cedar and lemon that has the dried peppermint leaves in them. Honey and thyme. Lemongrass and eucalyptus flower. No, lemongrass and chamomile flowers. Coffee. Cinnamon. Harvest berry. I have a couple of the oatmeal and eucalyptus with the shea butter. And then I'm going to have another oatmeal and apple sage. I believe that's it. There's also an updated list on the Facebook page. I know a lot of you don't use Facebook. I'd be happy to send you a link if you need it. Or I can send you the different scents that I have. I don't have a community page yet because I need to have more people that are subbed. So yeah, so for the lip balms, I've got, for the mini lip balms, the small, hold on a minute. You're gonna have to just look at my shirt for a minute. Sorry. For these small ones, I've got patchouli, orange mint, and the cinnamon sugar. And then for the actual lip balm sticks, I've got eucalyptus, lavender, frankincense, robbers, coconut mango, peppermint. I've got some original ones, so they're unscented, unflavored. They're just going to be moisturizing for your lips. I think that's really all I have left. I've sold several of those. I use them myself. I really enjoy them. They don't feel sticky or anything on my lips. And then this is one of the other candles that I have too. Oh, I gotta retie the bow. So this one is like a floral peach. More of a summer smell, but this one's made, they're out of soy. So if you're like me, you like scents all year long. It doesn't necessarily have to be a seasonal scent. And if there's a certain type of soap, a certain scent soap that you're looking for, I'm not against making it. I just don't want to make it and then have it sit here, you know? It's time consuming, and I put a lot of money and time into my stuff. So yeah, so I'm on here on YouTube. I'm on Etsy at Coastal Gals Creations, and then Facebook, Coast to Coast Creations. I'll be doing Twitter soon, hopefully. Or you can just hit me up. I ship. You don't have to be local. At this point, I'm only shipping within the United States and Puerto Rico. Because shipping is outrageous as it is now within the United States. To try to go international would be insane. My daughter's texting me. So the little lip balms, the little pink capped ones, those are 3 for $5. So you could get one of each flavor, or you can get 3 of the same flavor. And then the lip balm sticks are 3 a piece. So on average, if I were to send out 3 bars of soap in a small flat rate box through USPS, it's about $8.15, I believe, to ship. If I were to send a medium flat rate, which, I mean, is a pretty good size box, let me see. I shipped one box out that had 10 bars of soap, 1 large brown sugar scrub, a bath salts, a bunch of lip balms, I don't know, some other stuff. That was like $17, but you can fit all kinds of stuff in that. So really, honestly, if you're going to order and have it shipped, definitely consider how much it's going to cost to ship it, whether it's going to cost more to ship it than what the actual purchase is worth. I don't want you to be like, ugh, I got 1 lip balm and it's going to cost $8 to ship it, you know, something like that. I try to do it the best way I can. If there's a cheaper way of doing it, I do that. Unfortunately, I can't get around the shipping prices, and if I were to absorb the shipping prices, I'd be screwed. It looks like we have 6 people here. Come in and say hi. I know I've got Cheshire Cat, DW, Elor. Who else is here? My nose is cold. Oh, Jamie's back. Hey, Ma. You missed it. I showed all kinds of stuff. I wasn't planning on going on camera, but it got a little difficult to try to show stuff behind the camera. So I said, screw it. You guys have seen me like this before anyway. Dinner at Jamie's. Why? What's she having? Did I miss something? What is she having? I don't know. So we went over the soaps. We went over some of the jewelry, keychains, lip balms, candles, some of the random crafts that I do. I have an overabundance of stuff. I have a major, major, major overabundance of stuff. So if there's anything that you're looking for in particular and I don't have it, let me know. If it's out of my wheelhouse, I'll tell you. I've even got some random stuff that I made, like and then to my house tomorrow for shepherd's pie. A clear resin necklace with, I don't know what you guys call them, but I call them poofs. The little floating weed looking things. Got another one with glitter, purple glitter. Maybe you'll be able to see that better. I'm sure you get the idea. The little lavender flowers. And the autism puzzle piece. I got all kinds of little things. All the stuffs. All the stuffs. There's one with just leaves. Just some glitter pieces with purple background glitter and a tassel. Foil glitter and then wrapped with rose gold wire. That lavender flower again and leaves. Pretty simple, no added effects to it, no glitter or anything like that. And then I've got this one. This one's my daughter's favorite, so I made her one like it. This one has multiple different color foil flakes in it. I guess no matter what I do, you're gonna get a glare. You get the point. But yeah, with outside of digging for more stuff, because I have a whole cabinet full of stuff that I've done, but that would take me a few minutes to get to. Like I said, I wasn't intending on doing all of this. If nobody has any questions, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna eat with my family. Oh, I don't think I showed you these. The little earth tone stones and then the leaves. Earth tone stones and a pearl. And just some earth tone drop earrings. I even have some kids stuff too. I have little ballerina earrings. I did make a kids earring and bracelet set with the little daisy looking flowers and some pearls. And they're on stretchy cords, so they're not going to break. But they're dainty, they're little, they're perfect for a little girl. Or boy, whatever wants to wear them. I'm not going to discriminate. But yeah, so I guess that's all for tonight. I had to get this out of the way, and yeah, like I said, now I know why Cheshire Cat gets nervous, because you're just kind of sitting here talking to yourself. You just hope and pray that you're not saying or doing anything stupid. Yeah. So I look like a haggard beast, but it is what it is. I haven't felt good for the last couple weeks. So here I am. So if nobody has any questions, thank you all for coming. And I hope to do this again soon when I'm a little more prepared. It was kind of the fly by the seat of my pants, last minute, whatever kind of thing. Thanks, ladies. All right. Love you so much. Love you great big. I'll see you next time.